Well, Stan Strickland, the secretary of Burscough Football Club, here we are at the Aston Villa training ground, looking forward to the trophy final. It must be a momentous occasion for you.
Very much so, Alan. I mean, it's getting nearer now. I mean, we're determined to enjoy the weekend, but we've got to stay focused. It's about winning a big game on Sunday, and it's brilliant, this kind of preparation, you know, to get Villa's training ground. Obviously, Sean's pulled a few strings there. For the Oval game, the Aylesbury game, we use local park pitches, but I think it's important before the Villa game to be training on this kind of playing surface, you know, which is more representative of what we'll be playing on tomorrow. So I mean, this has been a brilliant build-up, I think.
And behind the scenes, your role as secretary, what does that involve in an occasion like this, Stan?
Well, it's been a lot of work, because obviously there's a lot of jobs I've had to do that we don't normally do. I mean, for instance, the selling of tickets on such a massive scale. There's been the pulling together of all our, you know, invited guests and all the various suites you get tickets for, and that's always fraught with danger. You know, somebody feels they should be here and somebody else feels they should be there. But we've got through the main obstacles and everything's come together quite well. We're still awaiting delivery of a couple of things today and a couple of things in the morning to just pull everything together. But I think it's gone very, very smoothly. But certainly it's been a lot more work for, you know, the people behind the scenes. Obviously these are the guys that have done the job and got us to the final. But I mean, there's also been a tremendous behind-the-scenes operation, and I can't praise them enough. We've got a brilliant team of people that have been running the club for, you know, the last 10 or 11 years through a very successful period in the club's history, and I'll defend them against anybody. Tremendous group of people.
Often behind the scenes, we don't see what happens at a Unibond Football Club. And
yeah.
A pinnacle like today and tomorrow brings it to the fore. But what's it really like working behind the scenes there, and why do you do it?
Well, you do it. I mean, I do it because I love the football. I really do. I mean, one thing I always ensure that I'm there watching the 90 minutes of football. Whatever else I'm doing in the preparation, whatever. At the end of the day, it's watching the team, or whether it's youth team level or reserves. At the end of the day, it's all about the first team, obviously. But I just love watching Burscough football teams being successful, seeing young lads coming through. You know, I've played a part along with others in building up a cracking youth system, and we've got a really good structured club. And that's really why we've had continuity despite changes of manager and players moving on and whatever. I mean, but I mean, I'm secretary. I cover all the three teams who's on the senior level. When in fact 4 teams this year. I also do the press stuff. I also do most of the programme. You know, but I mean, they're things I enjoy doing. I mean, I wouldn't want to be chairman for a gold clock because of the responsibility of the whole lot. I wouldn't want to be treasurer. I mean, I want to be well involved in the financial side, but I enjoy what I do. And if I'm very busy, it's my own fault because I tend to volunteer for these jobs and take on what I enjoy doing. So you won't hear me complaining, not very often. Anyway.
How long have you been involved with this football club?
Well, I joined in the end of '92. I'd just taken early retirements from General Motors. I'd worked there for over 30 years, and with early retirement coming on, I obviously wanted to keep certainly this actively involved in mind, even though I'm maybe not do a lot physically because I spend half my time in front of a computer now. But I've always loved football. I just happened to see the secretary's job advertised in the programme, and I knew Mark Parr, the chairman's son. I applied and I did an interview with Frank, and within a month or so I was secretary, and it was quite an exciting time already. We played in twice at Goodison Park that season, and I began to think, you know, this could be a very successful club, and it's been, against all the odds, it's been a very successful club. You know, it's a small club. I mean, we don't have big gates, we don't have our own social club, and it's absolutely miraculous what we've done. Absolutely miraculous.
I was going to say, are you surprised at the success that the club's had over the last sort of 7 to 10 years?
Not really, because I think there's been stability. We've appointed good managers, we've had a good backroom team, we've built up a good structure, and although it will probably always be a struggle financially, if you do those basic things right, you've got a good chance of having success. Other clubs say to us, how do we do it? I mean, we sometimes ask that ourselves. We've got a habit of pulling a rabbit out of a hat every season, and we've done it again this season with the trophy run. Last year we sold a player to Rochdale for 20 grand. That helped keep that season going. And if you look back over the seasons, every season you can pinpoint something that's helped keep the season going, because income versus expenditure we're always a bit short. So you've got to supplement it in other ways. And I think that's where we're such a clever club.
The FA Trophy finals are finally supplementing your income.
Well, this is incredible because, I mean, I think that we were so depressed when we lost in the first effort in the FA Cup up in the North East at a lower league club, Dunstan Fed, who, by the way, we had a card this week wishing us all the best. We were very depressed because there's a lot of money available in the FA Cup to small clubs, and we never really gave the trophy much of a thought as a money earner. But I mean, as it's gone on, an away trip to Yeovil with a 5,000 crowd and a share of the gate, and then the prize money, and then getting through to the final with the Sky money, I mean, it's proved a massive bonus. And I mean, to be honest, it's rescued the club really from a bad situation. Hopefully, we should start next season, you know, with overdrafts cleared and in a reasonably healthy, certainly in a far healthier condition than we would have done otherwise.
Tomorrow there'll be some proud faces in the directors' box, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll be right opposite where the 2,000 fans will be. I mean, part of you wants to be right amongst them, but at the same time, we work hard for this, and anybody that begrudges us this little bit of time in the limelight, I think would have to be very hard-hearted. I mean, tomorrow we'll enjoy the occasion. We'll all be in our suits with our carnation or whatever. It's part of the tradition of cup finals. And we're going to go along with those traditions, and everybody that's worked so hard for the club, will be there. And even people that have been involved in the last 10 years, former managers, they've all been invited along as our guests. So they'll all be there, and they'll all be rooting for us. So any bad feeling there might have been in the past, there's always a little bit when you part company with managers on both sides, but that's all evaporated. They know what a well-run club it is. They know it's a proper football club, and one of our former managers used exactly those terms. It's a proper football club.
Well, Stan, you richly deserved the day.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
okay, cheers, thank you.